What's going on, guys? I'm MOTM, and today we have new players, new sets in the game. Pretty cool, definitely interesting, and a great way to use a bunch of cards that might be taking up spots in your binder. So first up in the burn badges tier, if we go all the way down, there is a new set for an elite badge monster, is what they're called. Marcel Dareus right here, 94 overall DT, 30 elite badges, which is pretty hefty. A lot of elite badges, of course. Let's see what they're going for on Xbox One right now. I believe they're around 20,000 coins. Yep, right around 20k. So if you take 20,000 coins times 30 of these that you need, it costs around 600,000 coins to do this set, and that's not going to change very much. Elite badges don't really fluctuate too much, maybe a few thousand here and there, but in general, they're going to stay around 20k. So this card is basically going to be a 600k card, almost regardless, unless you get really lucky in the auction house and you get a snipe or something. 600k for a DT, personally, not worth it, but we'll see what he looks like on the auction house when we show you guys all the players, of course. Now, if we go over to Team Heroes, there's actually a new Team Hero set, Man of the Month for January. The guys at EA decided to actually put the set out for guys that had extra Man of the Month collectibles, so be aware of that. If you have extra Man of the Month collectibles, you can possibly get this done. Now, unfortunately, the only way to really get this set done now is through the additional playoff set they put in, which is pretty tough. Of course, you need 50 Man of the Month collectibles, and you really can't get these, or 50 Team Hero collectibles, I really should say, and you really can't get these any other way except for this one, which is a little unfortunate. I'll show you guys real quick. Under the NFL playoff set tier, if you do this set right here where you need 40 non-playoff gold players and then 20 non-playoff silver players, you get a random elite playoffs player and a Team Hero collectible. So if you don't have any Team Hero collectibles, don't even think you have any chance at Pat Pete. I would really only try to get Patrick Peterson if you have like 45 or higher and you only had to do this set a few times, because this set itself is pretty expensive, around 60k at the minimum pretty much. So be aware of that. It's definitely expensive to get that Patrick Peterson done, and if you don't have a lot of Team Hero collectibles already, I wouldn't even try. There are actually two more sets that came into the game today under competitive this time. You guys can see right here, if we go down a little bit, we have Champion Eric Weddle, who's a 94 overall strong safety, and then Champion Jamal Charles, who's a 93 overall running back, of course. You only need 140 competitive badges for Jamal Charles, and you need 160 for Eric Weddle. So it's definitely a hefty set for both of them, and just be aware of this. We'll check out what their prices are. Let's see how many I have, actually. I have, roughly a third, so I think I have like 50 or 55, something like that. So I don't even have it anywhere close to what I need for Weddle, and same deal with Jamal Charles. So even if you do have enough, you might not want to do these sets, so be aware of this. If Ultimate Master will be coming out in about a month or so, and it will almost certainly require some form of competitive badges. No one has any idea how many. It might only require 100, might require 10, it might require 250. No one really knows. So personally, unless you really want one of these players in your team and you have like 300-400, if you're trying to do Ultimate Master, I would hold on to your competitive badges. That's me personally. I'm not going to use any. Of course, I don't even have enough to get one of these guys anyway, but even if you do, I would hold on to them. I would wait, unless, like I said, you have like 400 or 500, something like that, something crazy. Then you probably, are probably good to go on that. Real quick, let's take a look at the bundle in the game. It's kind of weird. I don't really understand why they put it in. I guess just because it's the playoffs, but it is the AFC and NFC bundle with AFC packs, which contain 3 gold or better AFC playoff players, 1 gold or better elite player. Oh, it is a playoffs player. That's why. Because when I read it before on Twitter, I thought it just said 3 gold or better AFC players, and I was like, that's kind of pointless. But I guess they are playoffs players, so be aware of that. This one's for the NFC. So if you're trying to get certain sets done and stuff like that, maybe that helps you out. This bundle gives you 5 of each pack and then a topper containing an elite playoff player. Kind of interesting. I'm going to stay away, though. There's nothing really in packs right now anyway. Maybe do it tomorrow when flashbacks are out or whatever, but we'll see. For right now, don't think that bundle is too necessary to be buying. Here's the Jamal Charles, only going for 232,000 coins, so really not even that expensive personally. Like, I mean, definitely a nice amount of coins, but for 140 competitive badges when you might need, 200 for Ultimate Master, definitely not a good look if you did this and then let's say Ultimate Master comes out in like 2 weeks, which it definitely could. So he has ankle breaker and route runner chemistry. I'm sure he's pretty good. 92 speed, 95 agility, 92 carry, 92 excel, 90 carry, 95 ball carrier vision, 93 elusiveness, and 94 juke move. Pretty cool card. Let's compare him to Frank Gore, who's my current running back, and he's actually pretty solid. I might consider picking up this card because he's pretty cheap. Frank Gore definitely more expensive, and I do love me some speed backs. The only problem with Jamal is going to be that trucking. 71 trucking, definitely not his game. So be aware of that, but it looks like a cool card and actually not too expensive. So not too bad. So if he's going for around 232k, I'm guessing Weddle, because you need 20 more badges is probably going for around like 275, maybe 300. Only 230 though. Wow, basically the same price. So also that's something to be aware of if you're trying to do these sets. Check the prices before you just end up doing one. Before you think Weddle is clearly better because he has a better overall and costs more. You know, check the prices. They're basically the same. So if I were you and you're trying to do one of these sets, do the Jamal Charles. You save 20 competitive badges and you get basically the same amount of coins if you were to sell them. So definitely be aware of that. He has deep defender and field general chemistry, so on safety. Definitely like that. 89 speed, wow, it's a little bit slow in my opinion, but 94 excel, 94 play rec, 94 zone, and also 86 hit power along with 93 pursuit. Looks like a pretty good card. Let's compare him to Paul Krause, who, for my money, is the best strong safety in the game. And Weddle actually really competes with him very well. You know, higher hit power, higher zone even, which is impressive. Lower man, that's one thing I love about Krause. You can do whatever you want with him. He can even play corner if you need him to. Weddle's catching is actually 79, so it competes with Krause's 90. This is a very good card. You know, if Weddle had pick specialist instead of deep defender and also field general, I'd probably buy it right now, honestly. Even though I don't have enough coins, I'd sell Krause and figure out a way to get him on the team. But Weddle looks pretty good. And yeah, like I said, just check the prices on your individual console before you do one of those sets, just to be sure you're getting the one that, you know, is the most cost effective. Now let's take a look at Marcel Dareus real quick. See what he's going for. Like I said, he should be going for around 600,000 coins, because that is basically how much that costs to do the set. So that's probably the thing that's a little bit unfortunate, is it's basically guaranteed what it should go for. Let's see if none are up. Maybe I spelled his name wrong. I don't think I did, but maybe none are up. I wouldn't be completely surprised by that. He is a 94 overall. Does not look like any of them are up. Let's take away this program real quick just to make sure and see if none are up. This Team of the Week version also is an absolute beast. There it is. I don't know why it wasn't popped up before. 900,000 coins, so that's something to be aware of as well. If you see one in the auction house and you're like, wow, it's 750k, price out this set with elite badges. It might be cheaper. Even if you do want to do it, personally, I don't think it's worth it. I think it's way too expensive, especially compared to his 91 overall, which granted will probably be worse than this, but still, this one can't possibly sell for 600k when that one's selling for like 85. So 95 block shed, 95 tackle, 78 speed, 89 power move. Cool card, very good. Definitely a very solid option, but for how many coins he is, I would stay away. I wouldn't even bother when you got this option for 93k with the exact same chems, line pusher and pass rusher. This one's definitely where your value's at for sure. And then finally we have Patrick Peterson. Very curious to see how good this card is, or how much he's going for, honestly, because this card is definitely a very good corner, but he only has Arizona chemistry, which kind of concerns me. He is a 95 overall though. Not many 95s in the game. Let's take a look at him real quick. He's only going for 436k. That's actually not that expensive, especially for a card that just came out. Wow, there's a ton of them. And he has Arizona ×2, like I mentioned. I'm not really sure if that chemistry is good or not. Let's take a look. +1 man, +1 zone, +1 press. So definitely you want guys in your secondary with that. I believe the Tyrann Mathieu has it, and other guys like that. So looks like a very cool card though. 92 speed, 92 excel, 95 agility, 92 man, 91 zone, 93 press, and even 82 catching, along with the fact that he's 6'1". Let's compare him to Night Train Lane, my current #1. And Patrick Peterson absolutely competes. You know, it's kind of pick your poison, which one you want more. You know, a little bit more speed, better agility, or do you want Night Train's better zone, or Night Train's better hit power? You know, kind of up to you what you want to do with that. But Patrick Peterson looks like a very solid card. Only problem, like I said, is that you kind of need to get those other Arizona chemistry guys. So be on the lookout for a possible milestone of this card. They might give him like lockdown or pick specialist or something like that to give him an extra chemistry. But that will do it for the video, guys. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, please leave a like down below and let me know if you're interested in getting any of these cards. And of course, like I said, try to make sure you price out the sets before, check the auction house before, and hold on to those competitive badges if you think you'll need them for Ultimate Master. But thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you later.